Hello and welcome. Big City Report for you here on the Sunday. Let's see. What do we got? Episode 4, election coverage, version 1.0, version 0.1, because it's not even a correct version yet. We're starting it out. So, yeah, we vote soon-ish. Yeah, so there's a few council meetings. I keep thinking it's the last council meeting. It never is. There's a few more. But yeah, so we'll keep following up with that. But I thought today we'd take a first look at candidates and what's happening so far. Super early look. I'm working on trying to get some information for the folks to make it a little easier. So that's kind of my goals in the next kind of week ahead, is to try and bring us some resources so we know who's running where, and to try and let everybody make up their own minds, because yeah, that's the point. But that said, I have been trying to grapple with how to get my own thoughts out and my own ideas out on this. And it's funny. There's very different between council voting and mayoral voting. And yeah, so why don't we just get into it? We can start kind of looking at what's in front of us. So first off, I've made my power rankings. So here we are. We right now have 29 people that are running for council. I don't think any more will be allowed to join in because this was all official. So this was like after the date closed. I think it was October 5th. Oh, it's October 5th, September 5th. I don't even know what the fucking date is right now. Maybe it is October 5th. Maybe we still have time. I don't even know. Shows how much I know. But yes, this is the list of them so far. I've got a little star there denoting who is seeking re-election. So you can get a little bit of an idea. You can see I even stacked my power rankings pretty heavy on incumbents. There's 9 council seats. So as you see, 29 people looking for 9 spots. Fun fact for the voter, you don't have to vote for 9. If you want to go in and mark 2, that's totally cool. If you want to go in and mark 3 or 4 or 1, that is totally, you can do that. So keep that in mind. It can be a little tricky. I, of course, am looking to elect a council, so I'm looking for 9 people and a mayor. That is my goal. I think it's 9 and a mayor. Yeah, 9 and a mayor. So yeah, so here we can kind of take a look. So you see number 1 on my power ranking. No guess to any followers of Vic City Report. No guess to any followers of Downtown Victoria. Charlene Thornton Joe, longtime downtown liaison for City Hall. I've known Charlene for, it must be 10 years now. Probably my favorite counselor, to be honest, for approachability, for having sensibility in their mind, for thinking things through, for listening to people before acting. Easy top on the power rankings there. Jeremy Loveday, somehow the brother gets a pass. Yeah, like I think like sometimes he can be a bit out there for sure, but he tries to do the job right. He works hard. He is easy to approach, which I think is very important. He cares what people say, which I think is the really important thing. Does take a lot. This is something else I'm going to try and explore, is where their donations come from as well. So I do know that Jeremy's heavily invested in by QP and the other local unions. So something to think about there. Marianne Alto, another kind of, I think she must be a 2-term counselor now. Approachable, listens to people, pretty smart. I'll take it. Shamarke from some slate that I can't remember the name of right now. I took a few of those ones. I think it was Laurel, Sarah, and Shamarke were all part of the new slate. Some Elect Victoria or something. I think they're all university professors, which, as much as I lament, I will accept. And yeah, so I think, might be some good voices, because as you can see, there's a few people that I think have had their time on council. So yeah, so you can see we got Gary Albers. I'm not even sure how he got number 6 in the power ranking. I probably read like a single article. Randy Joel, read something somewhere, was like a kind of like the cut of your jib. And yeah, so then we've got these kind of like you can see like 9 to 22, kind of ones that I haven't heard enough about them to put them up or down. So I really am interested to be influenced if any of these people reach out to me, are someone reaches out to me being like, I really like this candidate for this reason, that's probably going to have a chance to influence me, and to look into it further. So that's kind of my goal for the next kind of week, 2 weeks, is to try and get us some information about these candidates to allow you to make your own informed decision and not look at my fucking power ranking and think I know anything, because I don't. Yeah, so a few changes that I'd really love to see. Let's please, for the sake of fuck, get rid of Pam Madoff. You've had your time, Pam. I'm sorry. You've had your time. Ben Isaac, you talk way too much. Tired of hearing your voice. Tired of hearing you waste more of our city money getting everything looked into. Time to go. Jeff Young, right now I've got you on the cusp. You say no to everything. His voting record is a perfect 50%. Which we'll look at in the weeks ahead. So that's a quick look at council. There's a lot of them. It's going to take a bit for me and for you, and I'm sure for all of us, to lay it all out and to figure out who's good and who's not so good and who we want representing us. So I encourage everyone, tell me who we should be voting for, and then we'll make that happen. So this is where it stands this right now. I'm sure it's going to change as we get some more weeks into it and as the campaigning really starts. I wanted to talk about this. This came up on the old Facebook, the old Book of Faces, the other day. On Tuesday, September 18th, the campaign office of Lisa Helps asked if every candidate running in Victoria would be interested in adding their name to the below statement. The deadline to be included was Thursday afternoon, so I signed on. This was Charlene Thornton-Joe is where I got this from. I've had signs destroyed, removed, and spray painted in the past. My campaign manager / sign guy / husband goes and checks on them every couple of nights. So far, we've had one sign removed and one candidate put their sign directly in front of mine, blocking anyone from seeing mine, which was there first. If you happen to see any of mine pulled out, or vandalized, please let me know so that we can attend to it. I believe that removing vandalizing or otherwise mistreating political campaign lawn signs undermines our democratic process. Not only is it unlawful and wasteful, as it prevents any recycling or reusing of sign material, it is disrespectful to the many volunteers working hard to distribute and install these signs. I ask that everyone respect our laws and all candidates by not removing our vandalizing law signs. Signed by Marie Alto, Laureen Collins, Shmerke, Mark, Mike, Steve, Lisa, Rose, Sean, Grace, Jerry, Pam, Sarah, Jordan, Alex, Ted, Shar, Jeff. I really got to start calling everybody by their short names. I think that worked well. Yeah, so first off, it is 2018. I am fucking sick and tired of political science. Growing up when I was a kid and we listened to CBC radio to get our information and read papers, made a little bit more sense. I need to know who's going to get elected or who's out there, and science helped with that. Now I got the fucking internet. The last thing we need, and honestly, I resent a bit of Lisa Helps' campaign office going out, removing, vandalizing, or otherwise mistreating political campaign lawn signs undermines our democratic process. Undermines our democratic process. No, I'm pretty sure having fucking signs that are paid for by donations to your campaign from whatever group or developer or labor group that is interested in you getting elected is what paid for those signs. So really, it's not the great sunlight of our democratic process, which would be civil discourse, is the most important part of our democratic process, not fucking lawn signs. So, you know what? My opinion, we ban all lawn signs. We get rid of them. No more lawn signs. Don't want fucking bullshit, garbage, plastic-made signs. Tell me who to vote for like I need to be told who to vote for. We're figuring this out ourselves. No goddamn signs. I feel I might have to go vandalize some signs. I encourage everyone to vandalize signs. There we go. I encourage it. Come at me. But, yeah, fuck signs. Cool. As I digress. So mayor. Let's talk about mayor. You can see the power rankings here. I have gone on a 1 to 10, I think it was, because some of them I couldn't even count, and giving people kind of a power ranking depending on, because only one gets elected, on where they stand right now. I do, to be honest, need to read a lot more about these people. I think some people got zeros because of either them being crazy people or just not being able to find any really solid information. So you can see the main runners are going to be Mike. We're going to have Mike in there. We're going to have Lisa, we're going to have Bruce, and we're going to have Alex. Rymo, friend of the show. Great guy. I think he's probably going to be fighting it out with some of our other, how do I say this? Not as serious candidates, aka Changes the Clown. But yeah, so there's a few people. Mr. Zumata is the crazy guy that we covered in a previous episode. So he's running, so you can vote for him. Yeah, so you can kind of see this is how it's laying out right now. To be honest, I need more information. Also, to be honest, like incumbent mayor probably wins the day since everyone else is running being like, I don't like our mayor, which, do you know what? Believe it or not, that's actually not a platform. That's just an opinion. So run on platforms, not opinions. So until we see some of the more platforms, yeah, one of them was like super pro developer. Can't remember which one, but it was like flanked by like construction dudes at their sign up thing. I was like, whoa. But yeah, so this is going to be an interesting one, to be honest. At this point in time, I think Lisa's the front runner, just because she's not the craziest person in this bunch. And I think the mayor is one person, and they have power over some direction the city takes, but the council votes on every issue. So there's 9 councilors and 1 mayor. So yes, our mayor has a bit of sway, but who we vote for those 9 councilors really does matter more. And I really need you all to understand that. Yeah, because when it comes time to voting on developments and stuff, the mayor's only one voice at a table of 10. So yeah, so please take that into account. I also wanted to talk about some pretty dirty shit here, because it wouldn't be politics without a dirty tricks campaign. I'm on Facebook the other day, and this pops up on my feed. Lisa helps who? It sure ain't you. Lisa helps offshore millionaires and criminals clean their dirty money to buy up our neighborhoods, just like they did in Vancouver. She says a money laundering casino will be good news for Victoria. No, thanks, Lisa. Okay, first, racist undertones. Always nice to see racist undertones. Fuck this person. Fuck your small mind. Yeah, first and foremost, like, yo, that is just so wrong. But Lisa helps launder money. I'm about to do some laundry today, as a side note. But yeah, so that's fucked. Also, please note they used Meme-matic to make this meme. So, like, I don't even know. But blatant, and this, I think, like, honestly, like, we're worried about the election signs and talking about how that's a fundamental part of our democracy. Yeah, I think we need to get rid of the signs and be a little bit more worried about the fact that anyone can put a Facebook ad out there to be seen by thousands of people, and it doesn't have to be true. There's no police there. There's no one to stop that. So yeah, so there was this one, and then there was one other that was this one's not as good. Like, Lisa helps herself to your wallet. I don't think Lisa's technically helping herself to our wallet, because we don't really pay the mayor that well. The city perhaps is getting a large amount of amenities from your wallet. Might be a better way to look at that. But yeah, like really shitty, low-level advertising that is done nothing, that is meant for nothing but to scare people, which is pretty shameful. So that is a bit of the state of where we're at. So it's going to be an interesting campaign to follow and watch. I'm going to work on trying to collect resources on those different candidates and try and get some info that I can just give to everyone here. I'll post the links to the voting information to make sure you're registered. Make sure you're registered. I had to change my address. It was a hassle. And yeah, 'cause we also have that BC elections voting, whatchamacallit thing coming up. So lots of voting this year. This is surely going to be an important one. We cannot let voter apathy take over. This is a very important that we still go out and vote, that we have our voices heard, and that we shape what the next 4 years of our council looks like. Cool. But yeah, that's all I got for you today. a short one. Make sure to vote. Tell me who we should be supporting. Tell me who's got your ear already. Let's hear it. I want to know. Let's make it happen. We'll talk to everyone soon. Have a lovely day.